video. Uh, I'm going to show you in this video how what happened to Ariana Grande, whatever the hell the creature's name is, Ariana, the creature singer, uh, not Rihanna, not the black creature Rihanna, but the white creature Ariana Grande. Anyway, what happened to this creature? Uh, a fan, a supposed fan, attacked. I mean, not attacked, but tried to, you know, grab the creature, and he did, right. But I'm going to show you that it was all rigged. But before I do that, I want to make sure you guys understand my two predictions, which is on June 11th, there's going to be a spectacular event. When I say spectacular, I mean horrific. All right. But it's going to change the world on June 11th in Washington State. Okay. So you have to get out of Washington State before June 11th. And my other prediction is that on August 4th, Trump gets his head wound in Ohio. And the June 11th event in Washington State is the Beast Out of the Sea event. Okay. And according to the Bible, the beast out of the sea, which is Elvis, okay, and I'm going to explain in a minute, heads of the beast, because, okay, if you read the Bible, okay, and it says one of the heads of the beast seems to have had a deadly head wound that healed, and the world wondered after the beast. That's Trump, his August 4th head wound. And what better head to get the head wound than the one that always compares himself to Elvis? Okay? That's why Elvis is the beast out of the sea. And what I mean by that is his name, his image, or the number of his name is going to somehow be a part of that beast out of the sea event on June 11th. His name, the number of his name, or his image, or all of it, you know? And, you know, I'm telling you, Seattle's a part of it, the Emerald City. Seattle is probably going to be ground zero, okay, the next 9/11, which is going to be 6/11, right? And then I told you that Trump gets his head wound on August 4th. Now, let me show you how it connects to Elvis, this event, okay? So, there was like I said, a fan who, look at this. So this Asian creature right here, all right, wait till you see, hold on. So he kind of grabbed, and look who saves, look who saves Ariana. This creature right here. Look at that thing. That magnificent thing. Look at that. Anyway, that creature, all right. So a fan, and why am I showing this? Because look who this fan is, okay?
Watch how things went south for Ariana Grande at the Singapore premiere of Wicked for Good. As she walked the yellow brick road carpet at Universal Studios Singapore.
Singapore. Give me a second to put this.
And known as
Let me just show you something.
Man suddenly.
All right, hold on one second. I need to get the exact spot that I want you to see it.
Singapore. A fan known as Pajama Man.
All right. So they're saying that this dude who was wearing, look at that, he was wearing a Jesus shirt. Okay? And they're calling him Pajama Man. I told you they love to mock Jesus, okay? So this fan who's wearing a Jesus shirt, and I told you they love to use the son and the man in their stories, and they're going to use the king in the big stories, like Martin Luther King, Rodney King, and then the next one is going to be Seattle, which is in King County, which is going to connect to Elvis, who was known as the King. And you know, Martin Luther King is now named after that Seattle's King County, and Martin Luther King was killed in Memphis, Tennessee, where Elvis the King lived and died. Okay? So Elvis the King had Martin Luther King supposedly whacked. right? But anyway, so they love to use the man and the son because that's Jesus was known as the Son of Man, okay? So this dude was wearing a Jesus shirt. See that crown? And it kind of looks like the Space Needle, in Seattle. But anyway, Ariana Grande was supposedly attacked by this dude, but he was just hugging her really. And and then that creature, the black creature next to Ariana, uh, kind of pushes Jesus away. The creature pushed him, and right on the chest where it said Jesus, that black creature pushed him. Okay. And why am I showing this? Okay. Oh, let me show you his name. Hold on.
Suddenly breached the barricade and grabbed her around the shoulders. Co-star Cynthia Erivo.
What's this guy's name? Hold on. Did it say his name? I think later in the video it says his name. Let me just see. I could have sworn they said his name.
Immediately jumped in to protect her while security moved seconds later. Ariana appeared visibly shaken, and the incident has sparked serious concern about her safety and the security at celebrity events.
Where is the...
What do you think? Should event security be much...
I want to see this dude's name. Anyway, let me show you his name. Remember, it's all about the son and the man, right? Who was the man who grabbed Ariana Grande?
The man who grabbed Ariana Grande was Johnson Wen, a 26-year-old Australian. He's been charged with being a public nuisance, and he's known for disrupting events, sometimes using Pajama Man or Troll Most Hated.
See, his name is Johnson. He's got the son in the name, man. I told you they love to use the man and the son. Okay? And the Johnson is a Wiener reference. They love to mock God. I told you that. So you have the JW for the 33 code for the people who are into that. You know what I'm talking about. And he's 26 years old. God equals 26. The word God. And next year is the 26th year. Okay? So now pay attention. Why am I showing you this? Okay? Remember, he's got the son in his name. He's got the son in his name, and he was known as Pajama Man, okay? And this creature, Ariana, and the one next to the creature right there, this creature kind of pushed the guy away from her. So that creature saved, you know who that is? Cynthia Erivo. When was she born? I say that.
Cynthia Erivo was born on January 8th, 1987 in Stockwell, London. She is an English actress, singer, and songwriter.
Whatever this she is born on January 8th. When was Elvis born?
Elvis Presley was born on January 8th, 1935.
So the creature has Elvis's birthday. You see? The creature has Elvis's birthday. And so when that creature pushed Jesus' the shirt, the guy, that's Elvis pushing Jesus away, okay? You understand? That was Elvis. And you know how you can prove it, how they're mocking God? Because guess what this creature played? After oh, and by the way, it has to do with Seattle, Washington, because that movie has to do with Wicked, that premiere. Okay? The Wicked movie has to do with the Wizard of Oz and Emerald City, which is Seattle, right? And after the first Wicked movie, this creature went on to do, watch. Who was the person who played in the latest Jesus Christ Superstar who played Jesus? Who played Jesus?
Erivo played Jesus in the recent Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's what I wanted. Who played Jesus in Jesus Christ Superstar recently?
Cynthia Erivo played Jesus in the recent Hollywood Bowl production of Jesus Christ Superstar in August of 2025. The cast also included Adam Lambert as Judas, Philippa Sue as Mary Magdalene, and Raul Esparza as Pontius Pilate.
And Adam Lambert was playing Judas, okay? Who is the Satan character, really? Satan entered Judas, in the Bible. And Satan equals Judas in gematria, exact same numbers. And this creature, Erivo, who played Jesus Christ, the one who saved Ariana, all right? This creature doesn't even look like that. It looks more like this. Look at this creature right here, man. It looks more like that, Look at this creature, man. Anyway, the creature who was born on January 8th was playing Jesus in Jesus Christ Superstar, and Adam Lambert was playing Judas. Adam Lambert, Elvis. And Adam Lambert looks like Elvis. Look, and he looks like, what's his name? Look who he looks like right here. He looks like J.D. Vance, because I told you when Elvis played Charo, which kind of sounds like my name, Garo. But look, I forgot what I was saying. Yeah, and in the movie Charo with Elvis Charo. See, he plays with a beard here. First time he played with a beard. See, he kind of like J.D. Vance here. All right. Anyway, so Adam Lambert is the Judas character going against Jesus, being played by the born on Elvis's birthday. You understand what I'm saying here? Okay? Do you understand what I'm saying here? What's going on? So the creature's playing Jesus and also played in the Wicked movie, which had to do with Emerald City, born on Elvis's birthday. Then right now pushes the guy with the Jesus shirt away, all right, who had the man and son in her name, and who had the man and the son connection, because Jesus was known as the Son of Man. You see how they're mocking God in this whole charade with this Erivo, And of course, this year at the Rose Parade, they had the Wicked float, and they had watch this. Where is it? Elvis at the Rose Parade. So they had a Mississippi float this year. Look. Look at this. Mississippi's two kings. Look at this. It was because they had B.B. King on the back and they had Elvis on the front. So Elvis was on the Mississippi float at this year's Rose Parade, and guess who else was on the front of a float? Look. Who was on the front of the float? Wicked Witch, Rose Parade this year for Wicked the movie.
Yes, there was a Wicked float in the 2025 Rose Parade celebrating the movie release. The Defying Gravity featured...
Look who's on the front. See, the Wicked Witch. I mean, whatever witch. It was Cynthia Erivo. It was a depiction of the witch from The Wizard of Oz. Okay? And it had Emerald City on the float too. Okay? It had a little small, there it is. That's part of the float. And so Emerald City, Seattle's on there, and then you had the witch who was played by, I mean, the creature was born on Elvis's birthday. Okay, you see how like perfect this is? What I'm showing you, the connection, it was on the front, just like Elvis was on the front, and that creature, the witch, is born on Elvis's birthday, and they were at the same Rose Parade this year. You know, I don't know. You know, it's just predictive programming. That's all it is. You know. Yeah, I'm gonna leave this video up at least for a while. You know, is there more? I'm trying to think. Did I show everything? Yeah, I think. Oops, sorry. Well, you know what? I might as well say this. That during the shutdown of the government, that because I listen before I show you that. Let me just tell you this. So I've been telling you guys that they're going to take a piece of Washington. They're going to destroy part of Washington State. Okay, so this right here is the furthest west of Washington State. This part right here, and this is Seattle right here, and this is Seattle's in King County, and they were calling this during the pandemic the chop zone. Chop. So if they were to chop this off, look at that. If something happens right here, right in this area, and they chop this off, they would be chopping Elvis's head off. You see Elvis's head? See it? They would be chopping Elvis's head off right there. Okay? And so when I saw, because Elvis died at the age of 42, and Washington's the 42nd state. All right? And was it 42 million Americans that were affected by the SNAP benefits government shutdown? Yeah, see, look. Let me show you. Every article was saying 42 million, nearly 42 million. What, 42 million. Some places over 42 million. And they were talking about SNAP. Okay? So you're telling me that SNAP, okay, do you understand what I'm trying to tell you? Because SNAP, to snap something, you get it? They might they might snap part of Washington State. Do you get it? All right? And I could break down the word snap for you into something, but I'm not going to go into that. But you know that Washington is the Apple state, right? And the first, because this is going to be the second 9/11, which is on 6/11, right? In Washington State. The 9/11 was in the Big Apple, and Washington State is the Apple state, right? And there was a brand of drinks. It was called Snapple. Someone in the chat reminded me of that. It's Snapple, man. They're going to snap the Apple state, right? And I've already talked about how the logo of the Apple, your Apple phone and computer, the logo is the bite out of the apple, because it's biblical what you're about to see on June 11th in Washington State. They're going to take a bite out of the Apple state, okay? And that's why the Apple computer was $666, when it first came out. And when did the bite out of the apple logo come out? See, the logo for the apple by itself without the bite came out in 76, but the logo with the apple bitten came out Did the bite out of the Apple logo come out in 1977?
Yes, the bite in the Apple logo first appeared in 1977.
See? And that was the year Elvis died. And that same year, there was a horse called Seattle Slew that won the Triple Crown in horse racing. And when did he win the Triple Crown? June 11th. Seattle Slew. Slew means to violently kill. There's a couple other meanings for slew also, but slew is the past tense of the word slay. It's even in the Bible. Some biblical words they use like Cain slewed Abel, you know. So that's what I'm saying. It's Seattle Slew. And horse racing is known as the sport of kings, you know. All right. Is there anything else? I think that's it. But you see what I mean? Snapple. That was the name of the brand of drinks, you know. When did Snapple first come out? I just want to see the name.
Snapple was founded in 1972 by three friends, originally named Unadulterated Food Products, but later changed to Snapple. They started by selling natural fruit juices in the New York City area.
Whatever, New York City, there you go. But anyway, it was called Snapple. Snap, Apple, get it? And Washington State is the Apple State. And 9/11 happened in the Big Apple. All right? All right. Yeah, that's a good one. Let's see what you're saying. All right. Anyway, I'll leave this up. I know I'm forgetting something, but you know, listen, folks. I can go on and on. Oh, and by the way, what else was affected besides the the SNAP benefits? 42 million, right? What else was affected? Air travel, and air travel has to do with the FAA, right? Look, see, FAA is 611. See the letters? It's first letter, sixth letter, FAA. You see? See what I mean? And look, NTSB equals 55, National Transportation Safety Board, and Satan equals 55. You add 611 plus 55, you get 666. You see that? And if you watch my videos, I've shown that a million times. Because that's what Satan needs. Satan needs the 55. Satan equals 55. He needs the 611 to get to 666. And how many days are in between my two predictions? See? Between 6/11 and August 4th, my two predictions is 55 days. So get it? 6/11 plus 55 is 666. August 4th is the 216th day of the year. 6 times 6 times 6 equals 216. And Elvis Aaron Presley equals 216. And that's the day Trump gets his head wound. See? My two predictions. It's perfect. It's a perfect puzzle, man. It's impossible. And you know, Trump, when he was elected president, pay attention. When he was elected president, Trump, he was elected president. The voting happened on 11/8, but he wasn't announced the winner till the next morning. Okay, on 11/9, and same thing happened in 2024 when he was elected. He was elected. The voting was on 11/5, but he wasn't pronounced the winner till 11/6. Okay. See, 11/9 was the first time he was elected, announced the winner, and then announced the winner on 11/6. See that? And you turn that, you see, 11/9 is like 9/11, 11/6 is like 6/11, see? 9/11, 6/11. See what I mean? And that's Trump elected, announced the winner. And you know, Trump won 2 out of 3. 2 out of 3 elections. Why do you think he won 2 out of 3? What is 2/3%?
2 divided by 3% is approximately 66.67.
66.66. You know what I mean? And so basically, it's 66 point. Look, see all the sixes, but the last one is 7. So it's basically 66, 6, and then 7, right? And so he won 2 out of 3 elections, Trump. All right. And how old was he when he won the first election when he became president? 70. How old was he when he won the second election and became president? He was 78. So he was 70 and 78. Watch this. What is 70 plus 71 plus 72 plus 73 plus 74 plus 75 plus 76 plus 77 plus 78?
The answer is 666.
Now you understand why he became president at 70 and 78? Not to mention when he became president the first time, he was 70 years old, 7 months, and 7 days exactly when he became president on that day. Okay? You see now how it's all connected? The 666 and everything? All right? Yeah, that's right. Yeah. I see a few good comments in the chat. But you see what I'm saying? It's all connected to all of this puzzle. But anyway, folks, if you came in late, watch from the beginning. I know it was kind of convoluted, but you guys get the gist of what I was saying. All right. I know. Oh, and that's right. Today is King Charles's birthday. That's right. He turned 77 years old, and Elvis died in 77. That's right. Yeah. King Charles is 77. Yeah. So, yeah, you got to keep an eye out on that dude for what's up with him. But anyway, folks, Elvis is the real Antichrist. Trump is the image of the Antichrist. Trump is the Antichrist in the flesh. See, they're copying God. What did God do? When Jesus came to the earth as God in the flesh, what did he tell you? That God was still in heaven with the Father. Even though he's God in the flesh, God was still in heaven as the Father. So that's why you have to have two. You have to have Elvis and Trump in the flesh, who is going to be crucified and rise from the dead. On August 4th, he gets his head wound, but he heals from his deadly head wound. All right? Okay, you understand? So the June 11th event is the Beast Out of the Sea event in Washington State. One of the heads of the beast got a head wound that the world wondered after the deadly head wound that was healed. And that's the Trump, the guy who compares himself to Elvis. Okay? Which is August 4th. So 6/11 and August 4th. All right? All right, are we done? Any questions before I end the chat? Any questions related to this? Okay. Oh, and when did the original Wicked movie come out? I shouldn't say original. What am I saying?
There isn't one single original Wicked movie, but there are two main ones. The first.
When did the movie with Ariana Wicked come out? See?
The movie Wicked, starring Ariana Grande, was released on November 22nd, 2024.
That's JFK's death date, 11/22, So there's another connection right there, to this puzzle, because have it something to do with head wounds. All right. Anyway, I think that's it. Nobody's asking any more questions right now. I mean, nobody's asking any questions. All right. Listen, there's thousands of connections I could show you. I just got to move on. I mean, I got to let it go. I mean, like I said, I know I'm forgetting something like I always do. But I think that's enough for this video. All right. God bless all of you. Jesus is God. End of video. Oh, make sure you watch the live stream section of this channel, the live section of this channel. That's where all my recent videos are, under the live section. All right? Just watch the last 5 months of videos and only watch the Elvis Trump videos that have to do with June 11th and August 4th. Okay? All right. End of video.